What's going on, guys? So today we're going to talk about the 3 most common flaws I see hitters make in today's game. A little info about myself. I played 10 years professional baseball. Got drafted by the Boston Red Sox in the first round in 2007. From then on, I played about 4 or 5 years with the Red Sox since I moved on to the Chicago Cubs. After the Cubs, I was released from them and played in the Atlantic League, which is an independent level league. Played there for 3 years. Found a lot of success there. So I've gone from the top, I've fallen down and climbed my way back up. So I have a lot of experience on what works for me. I've tried a lot of different things until later on in my year, I kind of came upon some things that really work for me. So I want to share that with you guys. And also we're going to go over, like I said, the 3 most common things that I see that hitters do. And I'm going to give you a couple drills to hopefully figure that out and see how it works for you. Okay, first drill we're going to go over is heels down drill. Now this drill is going to help hitters of all ages and skill levels with lunging forward, too much weight going back, swaying forward. If we get out in front, a lot of bad things happen when that weight shifts too forward. So we're going to go over the drill now. Okay, so what's that's going to look like from a negative standpoint, or what a hitter looks like when he's lunging, is he's going to get in that ready position. He's ready. Right? A lot of times a hitter will sway too far back over this backside, or he'll sway back too late. When that happens, you get back and then forward. Basically, all that weight is coming off the back heel, going forward too much. A lot of young hitters can't control that move. We get caught out in front with off speed or even fastballs. That throws off the timing. A lot of bad things happen there. Okay, so the first variation of this drill, basically I just call it heels down. We're going to go feet together at a narrow position. We want to stride out. Right, the stride's probably going to be a little bit more than you normally would, but I really want the hitter to feel the weight going forward. And now once we swing, we're going to keep both heels on the ground. Now what this is going to do is it's going to help us feel that momentum forward. Okay, but once we stop, we're in a balanced position. Keeping this back heel down as we swing, that's what's going to keep us back to center. Right? As soon as we lunge, okay, that heel, that weight comes off the back heel. So the more we can practice with keeping the weight on the heels, it's going to help us feel balanced and feel a little bit more stable into the ground. So it's going to look a little bit like this. Okay, so another variation you can do with that drill is left over right for righties, or right over left for lefties. Now this is going to get the same kind of effect as before, but now we're engaging a little bit of the front hip. Okay, we're going to engage the back hip, getting set in the back hip as we get ready to go. Now as we stride out, basically we're trying to keep everything stacked over the back side, a lot of heel pressure, and then we release the swing. Okay, so I'll show you that one. Okay, the next we're going to go over is dropping of the hands, right? A lot of younger kids do this. They're losing connection. Hands are dropping. What that's basically going to do is going to pretty much break down everything that's happening on the backside of our swing. We get under the ball, either a lot of foul offs, a lot of tips, a lot of pop-ups, really a lot of inconsistencies, right? So I know a lot of people like the high tee. I personally like it as well. One thing we're going to add to with the high tee, kind of a progression, is I call it the neck slot. Something that I learned when I was playing. Basically, it sounds, or it's going to look just like it sounds. That is going to go right on the neck. Okay, now the concept here is the hands are going to be high, about shoulder height. Now, when we go to swing, we want to try to keep the bat on the neck for as long as we can. That is going to keep the hands in the same position as we turn. And then we want to wait till the very last second possible. Then the barrel is going to release, we turn, and we finish our swing. Now, as we start with the high tee, we continue to lower the tee, lower and lower. The goal here is we want to keep the hands as high as possible with the bat on the neck, no matter how low that ball is. Okay, now this is going to really help us get the feel of the hand staying above the ball through contact. No matter if it's high or low, it will prevent us from dropping. It'll really give the kid that feel that he's really trying to look for. Okay, last one we're going to talk about is basically rolling over or pulling off the ball. Okay, this one probably number one, very common. So basically what that's going to look like is batter's getting ready. Okay, you're going to see a lot of flying off with the left side, aggressive with the top shoulder, hips are going to fly open. Pretty much everything on the left side of our body is just going to take off a little bit too soon. All right, now a drill I like to do is basically crossfire. So basically for a righty, the tosser is going to be slightly turned over, almost behind the hitter. It's going to kind of emulate a sidearm righty or a slider. You're going to stand in, probably about 56% effort here with the swings. Ball's going to be coming at a slight angle. Now, if we're pulling open too soon, we're going to completely yank this ball. Okay. Now, goal is to let the ball travel, see it a little bit deeper, kind of almost center of us or a little bit behind. We're making contact deep. Right here, right center direction. Okay, now this is going to allow us to get that feeling of keeping this side strong and in place a little bit longer than normal. So then when we get onto the field, hopefully everything is going to stay center. But when we practice, like I always tell my kids, we want to practice oppo direction, no matter what we're doing. Okay, so we're going to stick with the same cross feed angle, but now we're going to go split grip. Okay, I really like split grip. For me, you can really feel independently what the two hands are doing. So bottom hand, that lever is going to act as the pull. It's going to pull the barrel right exactly where we want it to go. Top hand, basically top hand pressure applying for direction, right? So if I'm here, the bottom hand is going to feel it pulling through the zone or to the zone, and the top hand's going to take over, and that's where we're going to get our extension, right? So for this one, we're thinking linear, straight through the middle, or a little bit right center with a cross angle. If you're pulling over, you'll really feel the top hand kind of hook over too soon, which is what we don't want, right? Ideally, we want to keep this top hand palm facing up through the zone as long as we possibly can. Okay, so that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed those drills. Again, we went over lunging, dropping the hands, pulling off, and rolling over. Okay, three most common things I see, ages from the youngest, just starting, to all the way up to the college pro level. Again, hopefully those drills helped you out. If there's anything you'd like me to go over in the future, feel free to comment down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Enjoy your day.